The notion of a Satanic New World Order seeking to control humanity through the mechanism of global warming is a complex and multifaceted concept that has garnered significant attention in recent years. At its core, this idea posits that a secretive, elite group of individuals is manipulating the global narrative surrounding climate change to further their own nefarious agenda. According to this perspective, the Satanic New World Order is using the specter of global warming to instill fear, consolidate power, and ultimately exert control over the world's population. Proponents of this theory argue that the Satanic New World Order is comprised of powerful, influential individuals who have infiltrated key institutions and organizations, including governments, corporations, and think tanks. These agents of the New World Order allegedly manipulate the flow of information, using propaganda and disinformation to shape public opinion and sway policymakers. By concocting a narrative of catastrophic climate change, they aim to create a sense of urgency and desperation, which can then be leveraged to justify draconian measures and restrictive policies. One of the primary ways in which the Satanic New World Order allegedly seeks to control humanity through global warming is by promoting a radical, anti-carbon agenda. This agenda, which emphasizes the need for drastic reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, is said to be a Trojan horse for a broader program of societal transformation. By restricting access to fossil fuels and imposing stringent regulations on industries, the New World Order aims to undermine the autonomy of nations and economies, creating a more centralized, totalitarian system. Furthermore, the Satanic New World Order is accused of exploiting the emotional resonance of global warming to justify a range of authoritarian measures, including population control, surveillance, and censorship. By framing climate change as an existential threat, they create a moral imperative for individuals to surrender their freedoms and submit to the dictates of the state. This can include coercive measures such as carbon taxes, rationing, and stricter regulations on personal behavior, all of which are designed to reinforce the power of the New World Order. Critics of this theory argue that it is a baseless conspiracy fueled by paranoia and lack of understanding about the scientific consensus on climate change. They point out that the overwhelming majority of experts agree that human activities are driving global warming and that urgent action is needed to mitigate its effects. However, proponents of the Satanic New World Order theory counter that the scientific consensus is itself a product of manipulation, which researchers and academics compromise by funding and influence from the very same elite interests that seek to control humanity. In addition to manipulating the scientific narrative, the Satanic New World Order is also accused of using global warming as a pretext for promoting a radical, occult-based spirituality. This spirituality, which emphasizes the interconnectedness of all living beings and the need for a global, collective consciousness, is said to be a thinly veiled form of Satanism. By promoting a pantheistic, earth-worshipping worldview, the New World Order aims to undermine traditional, Judeo-Christian values and replace them with a more malleable, paganistic creed. Ultimately, the notion of Satanic New World Order seeking to control humanity through global warming remains a topic of intense debate and speculation. While some view it as a credible, if disturbing, analysis of the forces shaping our world, others dismiss it as a fringe conspiracy with no basis in reality. Nevertheless, as the global warming narrative continues to evolve and shape our collective future, it is essential to approach this issue with a critical, nuanced perspective, recognizing both the very real challenges posed by climate change and the potential for manipulation and control that this issue represents. By doing so, we can work towards a more informed, more vigilant, and more liberated world where the forces of darkness and deception are held at bay, and humanity is free to flourish in all its diversity and complexity.